Multiple states are holding primary elections tomorrow. This, of course, includes Florida, where voters are selecting who will go head to head this November to replace outgoing Republican Governor Ron DeSantis. Several candidates are vying for that Republican nomination. The frontrunner is Congressman Byron Donalds, who boasts widespread name recognition, as well as President Trump's endorsement. On the Democratic side of the gubernatorial race, voters are expected to nominate former Republican Congressman David Jolly. He's emerged as one of President Trump's most outspoken critics. For more on this, let's bring in CBS News Miami investigative reporter Jim DeFede. Jim, good to see you. So is this Donalds-Jolly matchup all but a guarantee at this point? I mean, what do you think here?
Well, nothing's ever guaranteed until the polls are closed. But yes, it does look as if we are facing a Byron Donalds versus David Jolly matchup for November. And the only real interest that I have on the Republican side is seeing where another candidate, James Fishback, ends. James Fishback has sort of made a name for himself by almost being overtly racist, anti-Israel, sort of tapping into that Tucker Carlson wing of the Republican Party. Very, very effective with young Republicans. I'm going to be curious to see where he finishes in Tuesday's balloting to see if he gets upwards of 15 to 20%, or is he just sort of a flash in the pan? Now, looking ahead to Jolly versus Byron Donalds, well, it's all about money. Byron Donalds has already raised more than $99 million. David Jolly, by comparison, has $6 million. So it's Byron Donalds goes into this with a very good advantage. Now, the one thing that could define this race, I'll just add this quickly, data centers. That is proving to become a major issue here in Florida. Byron Donalds is seen as being very pro-data centers. He's made some statements about wanting to see data centers spread across the state of Florida. David Jolly says that's a serious mistake, and public polling would suggest that Byron Donalds is on the wrong side of that issue. So if they can make this, if Jolly's campaign can make this almost a referendum on the economy and on data centers, Democrat could have a chance here in Florida.
All right, let's turn to Florida's Senate race. What are you seeing there?
So Ashley Moody was appointed by Governor Ron DeSantis almost 2 years ago to replace Marco Rubio after he was made Secretary of State. So Ashley Moody is on the ballot for the first time. This would be an election to serve out the remainder, the last 2 years of Marco Rubio's term. So what you have on the Democratic side that's fascinating is Alex Vindman, who is a longtime critic. As you will remember, he was the key player, the whistleblower that caused Donald Trump's first impeachment. He was the one who came forward to talk about the phone call that Trump had with Ukrainian officials. And so he has raised a fair amount of money. He is the likely winner in this race, but it's not entirely over yet, because probably the most progressive liberal member of the Florida House, Angie Nixon, is running. She's trying to tap into that Democratic socialist energy here in Florida. She just had a rally with Rashid Tlaib here in South Florida that raised some controversy. And so, yeah, this is going to be an interesting race to see who emerges there.
All right, Jim DeFede, thank you.